Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about plants, and we're going to be talking about the different ways that scientists classify plants. Now, who knows what the word classify means? Okay, if you know, that's awesome. If you don't know what it means, classify means to arrange or sort something into different groups. So we're going to be sorting plants into flowering plants, which is one type of group, and non-flowering plants. Does anybody know the difference in flowering plants and non-flowering plants? Okay. Flowering plants are plants that produce their seed inside a flower. And non-flowering plants reproduce using cones or spores. And we're going to talk about some different examples of flowering and non-flowering plants. Alright, so the first type of flowering plants that we're going to talk about is fruit. So believe it or not, these are flowering plants. This is a lemon, and if you look closely, you can see that the lemon has a seed in it. So this type of plant is going to store their seeds in a fruit because it is protection for their seeds, and also because animals will eat this and then carry it somewhere else when they use the restroom, and the seeds will plant in the ground. So this is a lemon, that is a flowering plant. This is an orange, that is a flowering plant. And this is an apple and a strawberry. If you look closely, those are seeds inside the strawberry. So as you can see, these plants, they have different size seeds, and that is very normal for plants to have different size seeds because not all seeds are the same size depending on what type of plant it is. Oh, and also, who knew that a cucumber was a fruit? It is. I feel like we typically tend to think about fruits as being sweet, but a cucumber is also a fruit. Now there are many more. I'm sure you could think of tons of fruits. Those are our flowering plants. Now let's check out a few more. This is a flower that I picked off of a bush in my neighbor's yard. It is an encore bush, and you'll notice it's very brightly colored. It is brightly colored like that to attract bees to land on it. Makes it look very pretty and inviting. It's a flowering plant. This I picked off of my Japanese maple tree, and you did hear me say the word tree. I know we don't normally think of trees as a type of flower, but they definitely are. If you look closely, you will see the flowers. They're very tiny, so flowers come in all shapes and sizes. Now this, I'm sure everybody has seen one of these, is a type of weed that grows in the yard. I know we have some of them at Bell's Crossing. This is a flowering plant. This is an example of a flowering plant. You have a flower, that's a daffodil. Then we have some pansies. See how some of the flowers are growing taller than others? The daffodils are growing tall while the pansies are staying low to the ground. We also have some tulips. And now we are going to be talking about non-flowering plants. And I have some moss. And this moss was growing in my backyard. Moss likes to grow in moist areas with low light, and moss reproduces using spores. So we could look closely and find the spores on this moss. It's a non-flowering plant. This is a type of pine tree that is in my backyard. If you look closely, it will soon produce cones. It's not producing them yet. And that is where the seeds of this plant are stored, in a cone. Now there are tons of other non-flowering plants. This is a very, very small representation. All right, I hope you all enjoyed looking at some of the plants and classifying some of the plants that are found in my yard with me, also found in my kitchen. Please go and walk around your yard if you can, with permission from your parents, and see if you can find some flowering and non-flowering plants. If you don't have any plants in your yard, look online, see if you can find some flowering and non-flowering plants that I haven't talked about. Bye.